Hello there guys, welcome back to yet another one with us, the Review Bros. You're joined today with Aaron. It's good to have you watching this review on a pre-workout called, I believe it's called Vazo juice by the guys at Nvr Enuf Nutrition. We've got them to thank for sending this on over to us for an honest review today as we go through those usuals. The taste, the price, the label and the effects of this pre-workout. Is it going to be something you want to buy in the future? It's a non-stimulant for the stim guys out there. That being said, I would have to start off this review by saying this is probably the most unique non-stim formula I've ever tried for a certain reason. But we're going to get into it, guys. Let's not keep you waiting. But if you're new here, guys, please do subscribe to the channel. That really helps us out. We put out at least 3 honest reviews per the week. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below about this product or anything else you want to hear discussed. And like the video. All of that stuff really helps. Cheers, guys. So the first segment, as always guys, is that taste and mixability part. Now it's arguably the least important because at the end of the day we are only drinking this for about 10 seconds, chucking it back and getting ourselves straight down the gym. But you know what? I do consider it relatively important when you're spending hard-earned money on it. And if you've got to drink it on a daily basis, then obviously it's going to be something you look forward to or not. And when you do have 10 out of 10 pre-workouts out there on the market that also taste very good, then I think it's relatively important. Let's go. So we do have the flavour Blazing Berry, and I can tell you it also comes in grape. So they've got the 2 flavours on the website now. So looking at this, guys, it is a 22 milligram serving. It's 2 scoops, and I can tell you actually 2 flat ones do get you that serving size when weighed out on some scales. It's got a very vague smell to it, I'll be honest, but it smells like a beetrooty flavour almost, so I think that can be explained in the label section. So let's do this. Mixability coming up. Let's do it. Decent shake, next to no froth in there at all. Mixability actually, for the most part, considering it's a non-stim and quite a lot of ingredient in there, I'd actually say that's pretty good. Definitely seen worse. So yeah, let's see how it actually tastes. We've got the berry going down. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now I have obviously used this before now, so I know that it starts off okay. Starts off with a berry-like flavour. It does have beetroot there, there's no denying that. And as you get further and further through the liquid, it does honestly build up a bitterness, almost a funny, I wouldn't say chemical taste, but I would say a natural, earthy taste. So honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being amazing, what would I give this flavour? I would give it a 5 out of 10. And I think that's a fair 5 out of 10. You know what? It starts off probably higher and ends up lower. So overall, I'm going to give it that 5 out of 10 for the taste and mixability segment. It's price time, guys. How much is this going to set you back, and is it worth purchasing for that price point as we get into the label after this? So it comes in at £35 exactly from the official Nvr Enuf website. They do have a stimulant product on there and several other products as well which look interesting. So this one is, as I mentioned, 22 gram serving size. The tub weighs 500 grams. I can't actually see anywhere on here where it's got a number of how many servings are in a tub, but doing the simple maths, you're getting about 22 servings from this. So when you do the math on that, you divide that £35 by the 22 servings you get, it comes in at £1.59 per the go. Now, you guys know this, we've got a consistent scale here at Review Bros. It literally gives us the opportunity to place pre-workout against pre-workout across the entire world on an even playing field. And a 5 out of 10 score is absolutely slap bang average for what you're going to pay by today's standards. And I can tell you at the £1.59, this one comes in at a 4.5 out of 10. So a smidgen more expensive than an average pre-workout. And that is comparing absolutely everything, guys. So not too bad. Into the label, guys. Let's see what that money is actually getting you. So for that 22 gram serving size, I can tell you we start off with AAKG, alpha ketoglutarate, 4 grams of the stuff, which is a hefty dose. Now that's a salt of arginine. It's going to stick around in the bloodstream longer than arginine itself. It doesn't dissipate as quickly, and it also helps with muscular contractions from the salt itself. It helps boost nitric oxide levels up, thus helping with vasodilation, nutrient delivery, blood flow and pump. That's what we're really primarily here for in the non-stims, pump. And next up is beta-alanine at 4 grams. So 3.2 is the clinical dose. We're getting way above that high dose by today's standards. It's the ingredient that gives you the itchy, tingly, paresthesia type feeling that lets you know the pre-workout's kicking in. We really enjoy it in non-stims because it gives you that almost stimulant feel, that sense of urgency, the sense that the pre-workout's actually kicking in. If it's not in these non-stims, then often you can be left feeling, is this pre-workout doing anything at all? So I do enjoy it. Helps boost endurance once you've built it up in the system as well. That's a good secondary ingredient here. We've got beet powder next, a whopping 4 grams. That is the highest dose of beet powder I've seen in the pre-workout today. I've seen that one at 3 grams, so it's an extra gram on top of that, which is a huge amount. Now that again helps with pumps, it helps with vasodilation, it helps with blood flow, nutrient delivery straight to the muscle cell, hyperhydration, and obviously the nitrates in the beet powder, which are a high level, actually oxidize and turn straight into nitric oxide in the bloodstream. So it really is something that works from a different pathway to the L-citrulines, the agmatine sulfates. So it's good to see it there. And actually next up we do have the L-citrulline malate at a 2-to-1 dosage of 4 grams, which I'll be 100% honest here, I'd have liked to have seen that a bit higher. I'd have liked to have seen 6 grams of that, maybe even 8 grams of that. So then we're getting a pure L-citrulline content of about 4 grams. But you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt here and hope that because we've got so much else, it's going to synergize in nicely with that. And again, that's there to boost nitric oxide levels within the bloodstream and help with ultimately the pumps. It's looking like a pumpy pre-workout so far. We've got micronized creatine monohydrate at a good dose of 4 grams, not to be confused with creatine monohydrate, the standardized version, because it's more bioavailable when it's micronized. So we're hoping to get the clinical dosage of creatine there. You shouldn't need to supplement alongside another creatine supplementational route. So that's good to see it there. That helps with everything really. It's not necessarily needed as part of a pre-workout, but you know what? If it's there, we're going to take it for the power output, strength, pump, water loading, all of the goodies that come with creatine. It's one of the most researched ingredients out there. We've got L-ornithine as ornithine hydrochloride, 100 milligrams, the amino acid that's responsible for endurance benefits in the gym, and some other nice health factors from it. Next up, a very interesting ingredient, more so because of its dosage. We've got niacin, the B vitamin, at a whopping 100 milligrams, which is 500% of your recommended daily value. Now, I will say that I don't believe I've seen another pre-workout with a dosage quite as high as 100 milligrams. Hefty dosage. It helps really with general bodily function. It can also give you the niacin flushing, which is like a red tinge to the skin. It feels like you're getting sunburn almost, perhaps an allergic reaction feeling. It definitely works with beta-alanine to kind of give that itchy boost. And at that dosage, I'm very interested to see how these effects come together. An interesting label. Let's go. Effects time of Vazo juice by the guys at Nvr Enuf Nutrition. Now, you guys have been waiting for this part. It's the most important bit of the review. Is it going to work in the gym for you guys at home? Now, what I will say straight off the bat is this is definitely different to a normal non-stim It's a unique experience, to say the very least. And I would honestly probably call it a roller coaster of an experience, especially for a non-stim. Let's start at the beginning. So you immediately take this pre-workout, and within, like, honestly, minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes after actually ingesting the pre-workout, you get, now for me, a 30-second stomach ache. You feel your stomach writhing, and I've had that before. I've had that before in ABE, and coincidentally, ABE from memory has 80 milligrams of niacin in it, and this has another 20 on top of that. So it was a painful 30 seconds. You definitely feel something. You feel the head pressure building. Classic niacin side effects. I'm not sure if I like it, and I'm telling you now, if I didn't know that was niacin in there, I would actually be hitting the panic button. It's a unique, strong, and I'll be honest, a scary experience, especially if you're new to that feeling. It feels like your head's going to pop. You look at these videos, guys, of the skin going red on myself. It was a strong, strong feeling. I think, honestly, probably the most annoying thing about this is it's not doing justice to how I'm feeling and how red I am in person compared to how it's actually showing on the camera. I've honestly never felt it this strong, the niacin flushing. And I feel like it's getting worse by the minute as well. Look at this. Face is going, like, it feels on pressure. But yeah, I don't know, it's burning up. It is burning up. Damn, strong niacin. And it almost feels like, it really feels nearly like an allergic reaction. It took over the whole body, that red tinge, the flushing, the itchiness. It felt like I was being eaten alive by fire ants. Twisted in with that beta-alanine, you get a tingle effect. More than 10 out of 10. It's super, super, super strong. And that's where I think a lot of people are actually comparing this to stimulant products, because it gets you going, it gets you panicking, it gets you amped up. You're amped up to go and kill shit. Sense of urgency is through the roof. It feels like this pre-workout is kicking in. You don't need caffeine. You don't need alpha, your himbines, your other stimulants, your isoprop norepinephrines, your DMHAs, all the rest of it, because that really, really takes over your body. And I'll be honest with you, that doesn't go away throughout the training session. In fact, it starts off upper body, head, and it moves down. Now, I'm an honest guy here, and I feel bad because I do like the guys, what they're doing at Nvr Enuf. They seem like genuine people. Obviously, they're probably quite new to this. Again, I'm assuming things here. I hope that doesn't come with any offence if they're watching this review right now. But I haven't really seen much of this product around, this branding around. So I imagine they're starting this up and trying to launch it. And that's where I feel, that's what the one thing I don't like about Review Bros is when you've got nice brand owners, but they've got products that you have to slam to a certain degree. But we've got to do it for you guys watching at home. I personally did not like the effects of this product. The niacin, the itching it took away from your training session. And in fact, guys, I'll be 100% with you. 10-15 minutes into the training session, I just had to go into the toilet. Not to use the toilet, just to simply pull my trousers down and absolutely scratch the shit out of my legs until they were red raw. The itching did not go away. It was in the head all the time. And even now, I'm still got that itchy feeling. It just feels like you're being eaten alive. And actually, even so much, guys, this is actually a bit worrying almost. But you feel like, especially through the nose, you felt like your breathing was cut by 20-30%. You just felt like you had to really try and breathe deeply to get the oxygen into yourself. It was quite a panicky feeling pre-workout because of the niacin. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you now, this with 30, 40 milligrams of niacin would have been banging. 100 milligrams, again, I think higher than we've ever seen before. It just took too much. It took away from the training. I didn't really kill training on it at all, so I didn't even get to the point where I could, really build a pump, because that itching was way too much, like way too much. It felt like an allergic reaction. It felt like I was being stung by bees, wasps, you name it, all over the body as well. All over, all the way down to my feet. So, for me, a pre-workout's there to help tunnel your training in to get the most out of your training session. This one, I'll be honest again, hand on heart, it just took away. It just took away. I couldn't train on it. It was too strong from the niacin point of view. And it's simply down to that one ingredient. It's just too much for me. If that sounds like something that sounds fun for you, go for it. Do you know what? If you're with your friends, having a good day out at the gym, want to take a pre-workout that you're definitely going to feel strong, this is one that you should try. Give it to the friends that say they don't feel pre-workout. I'm sure this will do the trick. For myself though, honestly, like, it's still going. It doesn't help with training. I think that's the key point. So for myself, honestly, what would I give it out of 10? I'd only give it like a 3 out of 10, and I feel so harsh for that. That's based on the effects. From a label standpoint, honestly, even without necessarily knowing about the niacin, it's a good label. It's probably like an 8 out of 10 for a non-stim. It's got decent levels of pump. You've got the decent beta-alanine, beetroot extract at a higher dose than we've ever seen before. So from a label standpoint, it looks very good. But in reality, the niacin, for me, it just took, I couldn't train on it, and therefore I just have no choice but to give it a low score. So yeah, that's my honest take on it. Focus was just gone because it was focused on the itching. Pumps, you couldn't get to that point in the training for myself. So yeah, guys, if that sounds right to you, and it might for some, then check these guys out. I'm looking forward to trying their stimulant product to see if that has any better training effects for myself. Appreciate them sending it over to us. You know what, hand on heart, a big thank you, and a sorry for this review. You know, there's just a way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and not everyone is going to hate niacin like I do. So that's that, guys. If that sounds right for you, check them out. Appreciate you all watching. Drop your comments in the comments below. Have you had anything with niacin at that sort of dosages? Does niacin affect you? Because it doesn't affect absolutely everyone out there. As we know, pre-workouts do impact people on different levels. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Appreciate you watching, guys. As always, stay pumped. Cheers for watching.